Well, loving students, this is Isra, your accountancy teacher. May God bless us all with all His blessings. In the previous problem, that is ninth problem, we did two statement of affairs. One is to calculate the opening capital and another one is to calculate the closing capital. And then we prepared capital account and we found out the profit. It's okay. After teaching that, I went through a CBSE book. In that book, they have given a problem which is similar to this problem. In that, they have given two more adjustments. That is, interest on capital and interest on drawings were given. If a sum is given like that, do not blink and do not think that these things are not known to you. The only thing which you have to do is, let me tell you, as we did it, prepare two statement of affairs and do all the adjustments except this interest on capital and interest on drawings. And after that, you will prepare capital account. Isn't it? At that time, write the format first. And after that, interest on capital should be taken to the credit side of the capital account and interest on drawings should be taken to the debit side of the capital account. And then go for balancing. Remember, when you go for finding out the profit, take those interest on capital and interest on drawings to the capital account. Interest on capital should be taken to the credit side of the capital account and the interest on drawings should be taken to the debit side of the capital and then go for balancing and you will get the answer. My idea is you should not think that you are inferior to a CBSE boy. It's okay. Now, let us go to the 10th sum. Note credit sales from the following information. Debtors on 1st April 2018 1 lakh. Cash received from debtors 2 lakh 30,000. Discount allowed 5,000. Returns inwards 25,000. Debtors on 31st March 2019 1 lakh 20,000. Now, you are asked to find out the credit sales. What to do? You have to prepare one account called total debtors account. Let me explain that total debtors account. For this, to find out the credit sales, we have to prepare one account called total debtors account. My dear boys, let me explain the meaning of this account. Before that, let me explain the meaning of debtors. Most of the students know that debtors should be taken to the asset side, but they do not know why it is taken there. Let me explain. Suppose there are three fellows who have borrowed goods from us on credit. A, B, C. A has borrowed for 10,000 rupees, B has borrowed for 8,000 rupees and C has borrowed for 5,000 rupees. On the whole, that comes to 23,000. Instead of mentioning everybody's name in the balance sheet, we collectively call them as debtors and they owe our money. It means we have to receive money from them. That is why that is taken to assets side of the balance sheet. Now, hope you have understood the meaning of debtors. Total debtors account is prepared to find out the credit sales. Sometimes as we did it in the find out the missing figure, sometimes you may be asked to find out the opening debtors or sometimes you may be asked to find out the closing debtors. Anyhow, the format is the same. And I have already told you a format is made only on the basis of the entries we make. Let me explain one by one. Let us go fast. Total debtors is an asset. So, assets always show debit balance. That is why the balance, opening balance is shown in the debit side of the total debtors account. Remember, if opening balance comes this side means closing balance will come in the opposite side. So, two things are known to you. Assets always show debit balance. So, we bring that opening balance here. And then, let us take sales. It means credit sales. What could be the entry? Debtors account debtor to sales. Debtors account debtor, debit side. we take debtors account and we come to the debit side and we write to sales. That is the credit sales. And checks dishonored, bills receivable, bills dishonored. Let me explain bills receivable in the bills receivable account. Come to this side. By cash account, cash received from debtors. What could be the entry? Debit what comes in and credit the giver. Now cash comes into the business. So cash account data to debtors account. We need not worry about the cash account. Leave that. We have taken debtors account. We have come to the credit side. In this way, cash account, bank account. When we receive cash, when we receive check from the debtors, we have to credit total debtors account by bank. Check received. Like that, sales return. Sales return is also called return inwards. Sometimes they may give return inwards, sometimes they may give sales return. And discount allowed, it is a loss. Discount allowed account data to debtors account. Bad debts, bills receivable, bills received. Let me explain this thing in the bills receivable account in detail, and then closing balance. Now, how to find out the credit sales? First, write the format of the total debtors account. This is the format of total debtors account. Now, and take the figures given in the sum and write it in their places, places concerned, and go for balancing these two. If they ask you credit sales, this side will be exceeding. So first total this side and find the difference. That will be the credit sales. Shall we do the sum? Debtors on 1st April 2018. That is the opening debtors. That comes to 1 lakh rupees. I write in the opening debtors place. And then cash receipt from debtors 2,30,000 by cash account. 2,30,000. And discount allowed 5,000. Here is discount allowed 5,000. And then returns inwards 25,000. That is sales return 25,000. And then debtors on 31st March, that is closing debtors, that comes to 1,20,000. You are asked to find out the credit sales. So here we have to find out the figure. Other things make a dash in their places because they are not needed. Bad debts is not given, bills receivable is not given. We make dashes in their places. Now go for balancing these two. See, if credit sales is asked, this side will be exceeding. You can confidently find the total of the credit side. Let me find the total. 3,80,000. This total is 3,80,000. From that we subtract 1 lakh and I get sales 2,80,000. The credit sales comes to 2,80,000. See, if credit sales is asked, you have to prepare total debtors account. Immediately write the format of the total debtors and write the figures given in their appropriate places. If credit sales is asked, certainly credit side will be exceeding. So find the total of the credit side and find the total of the debit side. Find the difference, and difference would be the credit sales. And this credit sales come to 2,80,000. Hope you have understood this sum. Let us go to the next sum, that is problem 11, exercise 11. Read out the problem 11. From the following, find out total sales made during the year. Remember, in the previous problem, they have asked credit sales alone, whereas in this sum, they have asked total sales. Remember, total sales is equal to cash sales plus credit sales. Keep the formula in mind. And debtors on 1st January 2018, 1,30,000. Cash received from debtors during the year, 4,20,000. Sales return 35,000. Bad debts 15,000. Debtors on 31st December 2018, 2 lakhs. They have given cash sales. Leave that. This should not be taken to this sales. Okay. Now take the total debtors account. Let us do the sum. 1. Debtors on 1st January, that is the opening capital. Here is the, opening debtors. Here is the opening debtors that comes to 1,30,000. And then cash receipt from debtors 4,20,000. And sales return 35,000. Bad debts 15,000. Debtors on 31st December 2 lakhs. And cash sales, we need not to take that cash sales. For the remaining things, make dash. Checks received, no. Discount allowed, no. Bills receivable, no. And bank dishonor, no. Bills receivable dishonor, no. Now, go for balancing these two. 670. And this side, 130. From 6,70,000, we subtract this 130. We get 5,40,000. And that is the credit sales 5,40,000. Now, this one is cash sales. Whereas it is asked total sales. What is the formula? Total sales. Let me write here. I don't have space here. That's why I write it here. Total sales is equal to cash sales plus credit sales. Cash sales is given in the problem 4,60,000. Credit sales we have found out 5,40,000. And the total is 10 lakhs. This is the total sales. So, my dear students, if credit sales is asked, you have to prepare one account called the total debtors account. As we did it in the capital account, immediately write the format of that. Whatever is given, take the figures and write them in their places. And then if credit sales is asked, first find the total of the credit sale, because credit sale total will always be exceeding if credit sales is asked. And then find the difference. The difference will be the credit sales. In the next sum, they have asked total sales. For that, what to do? Total sales is equal to cash sales plus credit sales. Cash sales is given in the problem and the credit sales, we have found out the answer. And find the sum, that will come to 10 lakhs. And I hope you have understood the thing. For the remaining thing, let us see it in the next class. May God be with us. Thank you.